Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this year's the first edition of NSF USA TV podcast. I have four gentlemen here today that are going to talk about NSF USA, what we experience in Maryland, what we're expecting in Dallas, and we have a new entrant from Alliance FC, the new kids on the block. They're coming to show us something in NSF USA. But before we get started, let's go ahead and introduce the crew. Let's start with Kinetic. You want to go real quick, 1 minute, introduce yourself.
Yeah, as the defending champion, kinetic.
Thank you very much,
That's
Michael.
it.
I think Michael is on mute.
Michael, on Zoom, on Zoom. All right.
Mazi, you want to go ahead? You want to introduce yourself real quick?
Well, my name is Amazi Stanley Chibuzo out of Atlanta.
Yes, sir. So what team are you representing? Mazi, you can't just introduce yourself. What team are you representing? What team do you
I'm
stand for?
representing Invisible Eagles for over 40.
Okay, that's what I'm talking. Michael, you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Absolutely. Hey, my name is Michael Bemi out of California. I am representing, well, for over 40 Invisible Eagles, but we're also bringing, for the first time ever out of California, Pan-Afric FC to come take the cup this year in McKinney.
That's a good one.
That's Vision 2050, but we understand. Mr. Alliance, President CEO Alliance FC, you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah, real quick. My name is Okoli Uzochukwu. I represent Alliance FC, the rookie with a mission.
Oh man, look how his voice is so smooth, like it's on NTA Channel 5. So let's get started. Kinetic, 3 times defending champion. What can we say again? You did it again. First of all, how was Maryland for calling stars?
Yeah, I think you should just keep it moving. Nothing new here. We said it, we did it, we knew this, we more or less like said this is 2022 that there will be no new champions until say 2027. So keep it moving. We know this will happen.
So are we expecting trophy number 4 in Dallas?
The good thing now is the house is settled. The administration for Calling FC, as you have all have noticed, Calling FC did not register because there was a little bit of squabble, is why we registered as Calling Stars previously. And the new admin in Calling has reconciled, and the admin of Calling has taken full control of the club. And so in the good books right now, we are all jointly coming, which means if you guys had a fraction of us before, the whole bunch is coming right now.
So are you saying Calling Stars will be Calling FC for this tournament?
You see, there's a brand now, because obviously as executives, you guys don't want us to cross out that Calling Stars name, and so we will remain as the competing body for calling, called Calling Stars. The competing body for calling, called Calling Stars. So
Okay.
the house is in the same, we're on the same page now, and so you all will get the full dosage of the great club called Colin.
My God, Colin! Wow. Oh my God, that's it. Let's go to Pan-Afric, the new guys on the block. We have Mike. Mike, tell us about Pan-Afric, man. What's it about this cultural, the name that looks like a cultural Ijele dancers? Pan-Afric. Tell us about Pan-Afric.
Hey, great question. So we obviously we branched off from a previous club that has been coming to NSF USA for years. But we decided to branch out for personal reasons. It's nothing personal, right? Just a change in vision, a change in goals. The leaders of this team are experienced, right? So myself, Ugbe, Prince, we've been coming to NSF for years. We have experience on and off the pitch. And the brand is more about bringing young African talent together. We are a registered nonprofit. We plan to do things in the community here in the Bay, besides soccer, which includes doing some free soccer camps for kids. We're going to have a foundation arm that's going to be doing things in the community for homeless, making some outreach. So we are going to be widespread, and this FC piece of it is just a start. We currently have on our roster now, we have about 25 players that we're going to be flying out to McKinney to come and compete at a very high level. These guys have played semi-pro, and these guys are hungry. They're hungry. So calling FC, calling Stars, I don't know who you are, whatever you are, but coming. Even though you guys have joined forces, it's going to be a tough one, but we'll be there to compete for sure.
Man, that's a big one. Again, first of all, congratulations. It's not easy coming in from California. It's not easy coming up with the leadership. I trust your leadership. The only thing, please tell Ogbe to. I don't know if Ogbe formed this club so he can still continue his playing career in the open, but tell him to. It's time for him to hang the boots off and retire. Let's go to Alliance FC. The new kids on the block. We've seen you in Houston here compete. We've seen you. We've always told you come around, come around. But this time you took up to the challenge and you're coming to Dallas. Tell us a little bit about Alliance FC. When was it formed? How many players do you have? What is your goal? And what are you guys, in terms of the Nigerian Soccer Federation, USA, what should teams be looking out for in Alliance FC?
So there's no pathway without a footprint on that pathway, right? Before Alliance FC was formed, it's just a combination of friends that came together to like play sets. I call them the founding fathers. So as time goes on, people join them to play sets, just like monkey poses like that, like a more regular set that will play. And these are a combination of guys who have the same vision for soccer, passion. Aside from that, they also have the idea of community development, like what Mike has rightly said, is far beyond soccer. So we have to put structures in place like, okay, aside from burning calories, can we get involved in societal work? From there, if you develop that much, we can also compete. So they grew from like 7 members to, I can tell you right now, 89 members. In Alliance FC alone, I can categorically tell you that we can form 3 or 4 strong team, 11 team that can compete in any stage. So we are not only into footballing, like he has said, community work, charity, social work is also a key. Like the field we are playing right now, we are privileged to meet the principal of the school and the county officials of the school. We donate school packages to middle schools. When we do our hangouts on Saturday, people that comes around take away part of our food, stuff like that. We give them willingly. Football is all about connection, networking. When you pass football to someone on the field, you are communicating. So that communication is extended far beyond our reach. And we are trying to, like I said, in football, aside from the administrative side of it, we have the technical, tactical, and strategic side of football. So we have some guys that are, like I'll be using his word, Michael word, they are semi-pros. They are into the technical aspect of it. A lot of them were known by some of you guys there. But aside from that, like you always said, the kid, you call us a kid, and I'll take it as a kid because if you are growing in an environment that is now it's like unfamiliar territory, we are still kids. But trust me, these kids are adult kids with a lot of missions.
Yeah,
So
man.
I'll rest that for now.
When you're calling 50-year-old men kids, I begin to wonder where the kids are you talking about the grandkids or what? But good
Oh,
one,
you
man.
you
Good
you
one.
tag us kid. You said the new kids on the block. So I don't
Oh,
want
okay.
to I don't want to cross that path. I said I
You know what?
welcome it. Though that kid is in the time of competition we are going into. But when it comes to any other thing, we are no kids. So I think you
Okay,
understand. So
okay.
I know you are using a paraphrase of it.
I know. You know what? I'm a testament of Alliance FC. Alliance FC has really grown, one of the highest growing teams in Texas in terms of growth. And I know they will come and they will participate in terms of making an impact. I think our scouting reports are saying, they still need experience. Let's put it that way. There are some players that can play normal play, and there's some players that can't play when you have 500 people watching them. So let's leave it at that. Mazi, you are tested, you are trusted, box to box, 6 year deal with Invisible Eagles. We've done 3 years already, 3 more years left. Mazi in Chicago, two box to box runs, you got injured, cramp. You came to Maryland. We were the first game wanted to rescind your contract and cancel that contract, but the second game you came back. So, what should we be expecting? What was your experience in Maryland, first of all?
So thank you for that question. I will start by saying when I moved to the state, Los Angeles was my touchdown. So I I started with the LA Eagles. It was fun. I had a great time, and now I moved to Atlanta, and I played for the Atlanta Eagles. I'm a journeyman, so I would say that. Currently, I'm on the road for Invisible Eagles for this year, 2025. Um, my last experience with NSF over 40 has been fun. Like you said, the first one, I didn't play so much because I got injured, and the second one, we got crushed out of the tournament. Um, I wanted to come to first of all for Texas Challenge Cup. I wanted to test that and see how that goes. I expect us to play more games and we can showcase more and then build more chemistry. Because I feel like after our first game with Storm FC, we kind of was a little wobbled the first game, and then the second game we got our feet together. We kind of built some chemistry on what positioning was and all of that good stuff. And just unfortunate that we couldn't move to the second round. But in Dallas, I'm anticipating that we're going to make it at the group stage. With the help of Texas Challenge, that will help us build more chemistry, more structure, and before we get to Dallas. And
Yeah.
I'm expecting Invisible to be way better than what we did last year.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Mazi. Invisible Eagles will be expecting much too from you this year to take them to that trophy this year. Mike, you've talked about 25-man team. Kinetic is here. He's a three-time champion. You can't take 25 players to a national tournament playing, wanting to play 6 games. What in terms of preparation, you have 25. What is the goal to get up to 30 players, over 30 players, or what is the goal like in terms of, not just coming to be there, but competing for, getting past the group stage. So what are those things you're doing right now in terms of preparation for Pan Afrique?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, when Kinetic came and he said, the cooling have come back together, my heart started beating. I can promise you. I was like, oh boy, this is going to be tougher than uh, it's going to be tougher than I expected. Because my former team, we played Colin FC in I think it was in Chicago. That first game that was recorded, that was box to box, high intensity. We unfortunately lost that game. I think it was 3-1.
Yeah.
And then I watched the Stars play as well, and the depth between those two teams. I need to go back to my guys and be like, this guy is going to be a tough one. It's going to be tough for anyone. I mean, and I'll come to Pan Africa and what we're planning, right? But it's going to be a task for them to be dethroned at this point. I'm being frank. I mean, at this point, all they have to do is just sit back and say, "Come get it if you want it," right? And that's just the truth. I think I said it last year, even without them being coming together, like Stars are going to be the team to beat. They just have to stay there and just say, like, "Hey, if you want it, come get it," right? Um, so kudos to Kinetic on that. As much as I don't like it, it is what it is. So for us at Pan Afrique, and what I've been talking to my team about. So Ogbe is the president and the VP. Prince is a coach. DJ is the assistant coach, and we have the rest of the board. Is one thing we're looking for is in every position on the field, have someone that we can have a one and a two, if possible, a three, right? So center back, we have a starter. We have someone that can come off the bench, filling for that starter and still be able to perform at the level that starter performed at, and have a third person come off the bench too, right? So the big thing is time management, right? So we need to have the squad and the depth to be able to manage the time for each of those players in every position, right? So we're a new team. We're working through it. Right now, we have a couple of friendlies lined up with top teams in the Bay who play in the pro league, in the semi-pro league. So that will kind of gauge where we are. Again, I always say it to my team and to people around, like, you can play in the league in wherever you are, but NSF USA, that is a box to box, 20 minutes, 25-minute half, non-stop action. You don't have time to breathe. Before that ball gets to your feet, you better have three options that you're going to in your head, ready to get rid of that ball, because no one is going to give you the time or the space to think. So it's just being quick, being ready to execute. Time management is big. I think for me, that's the biggest thing. Um, you know, no player should be playing every game, right? You want to rest and be ready for the next game. And then hopefully the hotels have jacuzzis that we can soak in. Even though I know Kinetic will probably bring his mobile pool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be great. I think Dallas is gonna be great. And boy, I don't think the rest of the organization knows that the cooling is now on. If they know, everyone's gonna be shaking. I know for a fact.
And
Everyone's going to be shaking.
I'll be the one to announce that, and
Jeez,
it's gonna
boy.
be crazy because some people will even have to withdraw their names from the ticket. They're not coming again. So let's go to Kinetic. This is a major news that is about to be announced, exclusive news. Calling FC, Calling Stars are joining ships to come, just like PDP and APC coming together in one for Nigerian election. What is there again for ZMPP and all those other political parties? But right now, the goal is 4 titles, Kinetic. You already have 3. You already know the recipe. You know everything. With it coming together, does that mean that this will be the end of Kinetic as the manager? That face will be out because people have associated calling Stars with Kinetic. So, what is your role right now with the coming together of these two teams?
Okay, so right now, I'm just an executive with NSF USA. That's about it. And just an executive with NSF USA. That's it. Because the new calling has a 5-man admin. I think 2 of them are on the team reps page right now. And so they will decide what course we are going to go through. But pretty much technical wise, unlike other clubs I've said here, they say they're into charity, they're into social work and all that. That's the difference between those clubs and Colin. Colin is predominantly soccer, has nothing to do with anything else. So while there's an Ogbe that is at work right now, or there's a Alliance guys that some of his guys are fishermen or basket weavers, we play soccer 24 hours a day. And so there's nobody that's going to be wearing the calling shirt that will not be a starter in his country, a starter in his states. He must have played soccer professionally. And we are not trying to give to the poor or anything. It is just soccer. I can tell you right now, my guys are on the soccer pitch right now. They are either training some guys or they are doing something with regards to soccer. It is just soccer. So that's the difference between us and them. And then when you ask about the coming together, it pretty much is what we have always wanted. But when there's a vision for greatness, things happen along the way. It's just important that you keep your vision. And so calling FC itself has more than 100 names to be able to call. It's a very big depth. And the new admin, 5 of them, are going to determine how we want to go about this. But soccer-wise, we have professionals amongst us that will continue in the light of, like I said, calling stars is still the mainstay. So the professionals will be the ones that will be taking care of how we go about tournaments and all of that. But then I also heard when Mike said something about bringing 25 people. Um, every time we go on this podcast, I give out secrets. People just don't listen to them. If you
They
want
don't.
to have any, if you want to have any chance, if you want, especially when Mike was saying something about the over 40, if you want to have any chance of getting to the finals or winning the over 40 in McKinney, you have to have at least 40 guys in your over 40, at least 40, because you intend to play 6 games in 2 days. If you want
Mhm.
to have any chance, you must have 40 correct, ready to play players. Well, by the
Yeah.
grace
Love this
of God, I haven't
conversation.
come to, by the grace of God, I haven't come together. Calling South calling, I haven't come together. We should have 50 ready at any point
Voila.
in time. 50 over 40 players ready at any time. That's the only way you can win. Because you
Yeah.
can't expect me to play 4 or 5 games competitively in 2 days. And so
Sage.
we
Yeah, makes sense.
yes. So
Yeah,
that's
that
the
makes
thing.
sense.
And then the
I,
NSF USA
uh,
executives has made it open for over 40 to have as many registrants as possible. So I expect people that are coming in from Maryland, your contingent must at least be 40 if you want to have a good chance. So bring as many. McKinney is very big for us. You know, like we say in Texas, if it is in Texas, the bigger, the better.
yes, you also you nailed the point. You can't play 6 games and you want to carry only 22 players. And that's what I keep going to Maz in Chicago, played only 20 minutes and he pulled something.
Come on, Navy, don't do me like that.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
go to Elias Uzo. You heard what Kinetic
Uh,
said. You heard what Kinetic said. There's a difference. That's why I say experience comes. There's a difference between playing in Fort Bend County, Texas. You guys are always in Fort Bend
Mhm.
County. Then taking bus, driving to McKinney. How many players are going to show? How many committed people are you thinking? You may have 79 on paper, but on that day, you have only 14, 15 follow you to McKinney. And that's where
Yeah.
organization and that's where experience comes in. How
so
prepared is Alliance FC for this journey? Because I'll give you an instance before you say anything. When Invisible Eagles was going to Atlanta the first time, when I was telling them about this tournament, they said, we're excellent champions. We'll go there and we'll play. When they went there and they saw the competition, they opened their eyes and they saw it. So in your own case right now, how prepared is Alliance and what is the parameters you're taking?
so before I make reference to the preparation, permit me to react to some comments made by my Oga Kinetic, right? So it's just a clarification. We know that in soccer, some of us are not we don't play professionally or semi-professional like that. So when we talk about the social work, it's just an abstract of what we do on the field of play to off the field of play. So it's not a matter of whether I fisherman or not fisherman. It's just what we want to do to the society that we exist in to know that okay,
Yeah.
we hold them as signs of a sign of responsibility. So let's just clear that one. Then coming to experience, I always make reference to the sank of Titanic, right? The person that sailed Titanic was one of the most experienced sailor in the world, right? After his 33 years of experience, it really works against him because he undermined what a small iceberg can do to that big ship. So you understand? So at times, your experience, if not well fortified, put together, grounded or refined, might also work against you when you undermine others that doesn't have experience. That is just a takeaway I'm going to give everybody. If you want to keep saying experience, experience, under also know between you that their experience that work for you can also do the negative for you when you undermine people that are coming to that field with our experience. Like Kinetic always say, I always appreciate both of you when you encourage us to do things, right? I've always known that numbers matters a lot when it comes to over 40. Trust me, over 40, they play like an open team. The over 40 that Alliance has, they play like open team. I'm not going to sit down here and say, okay, we are coming with 50, 60, but trust me, we are coming with a number that is physically, mentally, stamina, skill-wise grounded to compete in that competition. We have three S's that really is going to work for Alliance. They are the skill type, the stamina, and the strength type. I'm not going to come to a competition full of experience without no skill, stamina, or strength. You might have experience and not have stamina. Alliance is banking on practically experience side might be negative on our side, but trust me, the 3 S's that's going to work for us is going to shock the experienced guys. And we are coming with a number that's going to compete and probably be a participant in that team, not a right over. And I'm happy that people are like saying we are inexperienced. I like it, I accommodate it. We're going to take the negative side and work on how we're going to compete. Strategy on display. I'm not going to talk about it, but just watch out for Alliance. That's it.
Oh man, this guy, one thing I know about him is so philosophical. He brings he brings talk from nobody. We're gonna see. Last year we had Storm FC look in the camera and tell us they will win the trophy. They will go bring Olumo Rock, and by Saturday 12 p.m. they were already they were already out of the tournament. So Mazi, we're
Yeah.
gonna wrap it up with you right now. You know, you have been you've been part of this competition. You've seen it all. If there's one thing apart from, one thing you'd want to tell a team like Alliance, apart from anything here, what would you advise a newcomer like Alliance FC?
Well, with my experience, I would say embrace being a rookie. So my, my first year with LA Eagles, they called me a rookie.
Mhm.
Being a rookie in LA, they make you, you know how back in the days when you play professional football, you join the team, they make you carry the bags of the old players and walk to the field and all that. So it was kind of the same culture. They made the rookies go get the drinks after the game. They give us money to go. So we were like the errand guys when we joined the LA team back in the day. It kind of helped us understand the culture of the team and what the expectation was. Um, like Kinetic said, well, like you said they're rookies or first time. Just embrace it, enjoy the experience, learn, and then you add to you add every experience that you learn from the tournament to your bag, and next year you will come better and faster. So that's all I
Yeah,
can say.
and we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna,
Thanks, thanks, thanks,
we're gonna,
thanks.
but we're not done yet. We're gonna wrap it up, but in terms of organization, just somebody can say, Michael, what are you seeing with NSF USA this year in terms of the organization for this tournament? What are you guys seeing? Are you guys seeing something behind the scenes? What's going on?
Oof, man, I would say, boy, this year has been by far the most, how I put it, the energy has been crazy. I mean, we're not even into the end of February and literally registration is shut down. I mean, I don't think
Mhm.
this has ever happened, right?
Nah.
And not just as a shutdown for the open, but even the over 40. I mean, the over 40 is common, and it's like the open tournament is catching up at this point. I think that testifies to you guys, right? Nimi, Kinetic,
Hmm.
President
Hmm.
Philip, Tunde, the whole administration, that you guys just attract good vibes, good energy. Um, you guys communicate. I like the communication. You guys reach out. I mean, even of the group, Mimi reach out to me, Philip. I mean, I'm sure you do the same across the board to other teams. And that is what is driving this, right? So kudos to you guys, the administration. Great job.
Thank you. Really, really appreciate it, and we thank all of you all for putting in the work and making sure we are here today. So right now we're gonna play a game. We have Alliance FC, somebody representing Alliance FC. We have Colin, a representative. We have Pan Afrique. Amazi, if you win, you're going to represent Invisible Eagles. If you lose, you're part of Atlanta Eagles. So,
Hey.
so we're going to get started. How we're going to play this game is you're going to type your answer on the answer sheet. You can, the way things are, you gotta be quick. And whoever gets it first wins it on the chat. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Way to
I'm,
way
Yeah.
I'm
to
gonna
where's
Hold
chat?
on, hold on. Let's try that. Okay. Come on now.
The winner of this is gonna in Makini, we're gonna have a special NSF USA prize for that person. And we're gonna present you with a prize. Are you this why Kinetic has turned off his camera? He wants to cheat. You see you see.
Oh my God.
so so
Kinetic, more watching, more watching.
so are you guys ready?
Yes,
Yep.
we
Remember,
are
you
ready.
gotta type your answer on the chat. Everybody knows how to do that, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so number one question, there's gonna be five questions. Whoever has the highest has that special prize from NSF USA. Who scored Nigeria's
You.
first goal against Spain in France 1998 World Cup?
Ah,
Type
Wahala.
it, type it, type it. Who scored
I
the
don't
first
know.
goal
I don't know. I'm going
for
to take a stab.
Nigeria?
I'm
Oh,
going to take a stab.
oh, stars.
Mutu Adepoju.
I was going to go for that, but I was going to go for that.
You are not going to go for it, too. You don't call the answer, say you want to go
I
for
know, I
it.
know. No, no, no. It was between Yekini or Adepoju. I
Uh,
just couldn't
so
remember.
so so right now after Kinetic has gone and copied and everything, but the answer is Muti Adekboju. The rookie from Alliance is
The rookie is
look at the
thinking.
rookie. Oh. Number two, how many World Cup appearances has Nigeria gone to? How many times has Nigeria been
Jesus.
in the World Cup? You gotta
That one
type.
passed me. Oh.
You gotta type.
That one passed me. Oh.
Oh,
This rookie is winning.
This guy, Marty, where's your answer?
Mazi put three.
Oh, let's put three.
Yeah, he put
Okay,
three.
oh,
so
I'm not tapping. Sorry.
Ty, you can't say. So
I'm sorry.
all of you failed woefully. Six,
Uh-uh.
94,
698.
98.
98,
But I'm the
2002.
closest.
2002, 2010,
But I'm the closest.
2014, 2018.
I'm the
Six.
I
I'm
know.
the close. I'm the
I know watch the
closest.
last three World Cup. I don't watch the last
That's
three when
true.
everybody's good.
I'm
Why
the
did I say 4? What's up?
That's
Okay,
why.
okay,
I'm
I
the
okay.
only watch the first
closest.
three.
It's
I'm
Number
the
okay. It's
three,
okay.
closest.
number three question.
Let me win
Who
that one now.
is Nigeria's most capped player? Who has had the highest caps for Nigeria? Type it in. Who has had the highest cap?
Joseph Yobo.
We have one more answer. Somebody waiting.
But see, who is cheating?
Mazi.
Somebody.
Victor Osimhen.
Mazi. Man, Atlanta Eagles, you guys have to come and take Mazi.
Oh,
And you all failed again. The answer is Ahmed
Ah.
Musa.
I won.
Oh
Ahmed
wow.
Musa. Come on,
Okay,
guys.
okay.
Ah.
Come
All right.
on, come on, come on. Ah, number
Ah.
four question.
We know they watch
Who
Nigeria match now. Why?
who did Nigeria win to win the 1994 Nations Cup? Which country did Nigeria beat?
Zambia.
Which country did Nigeria beat?
Zambia 2-1.
Well, the answer is Zambia. Kinetic has it because he put the answer first. So,
Ah.
so now for the final
No,
question.
nah. Why did they do that?
And I will say put the answer first
We
You
say
now.
do
put the answer, not you said
Oh,
it before. Yeah, we
shit.
gotta
Yeah,
type
Okay.
it.
put the answer first.
Okay.
In the 2004 Nations Cup, Nigeria got beat by which country in the semi-finals? Last question.
No.
Tunisia.
We know they watch Nigeria match again. Let's see.
Last. Type. Uzo, you're not
I
following the
don't type now. I
instruction.
don't put and say now.
You
Now me
don't
put
type.
on
You
there.
don't
Now
Okay,
me
type.
okay,
type.
okay. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
he put Tunisia.
Ivory Coast.
The answer is Senegal. So
No.
Nami win.
we have a three-way tie now. We have to break it down now
Oh, wow.
for the final question. So Mazi automatically Atlanta Eagles is taking
Damn.
out 5 losses out of 5. So right now for you guys right now in the 2002 World Cup, which
Okay.
country did Nigeria play its first match against?
Argentina.
I think I could be wrong. I'm wrong. We don't have finish now.
So the answer is Argentina, and Kinetic is the champion.
The
They win.
kinetic just down for type. The computer in the use, that's why it just slow.
So Kinetic is the champion. Kinetic, thank you.
There you go.
Congratulations. You always
Hopefully,
win. You always win.
hopefully this doesn't translate to
After-
McKinney 2025. Please,
After I don't give
God.
her my point, have you? No,
I
wahala.
can,
So
I
thank
can
you, Steve.
reasonably tell
I'm
you.
far away from my stuff.
I
It's
can
okay.
reasonably tell you guys, because
Eh.
somebody said hopefully it doesn't translate to McKinney 2025. Let me let you guys know that winning for us now in the Open is nothing new. So we will not be totally too happy when we just win in the Open this time around in 2025. For us to be happy in 2025, we must go home with both the Open and the over 40. That
Two
is
happen.
our goal.
Now this one,
Yeah.
now this one, when I catch wish. Now this one, I will catch
Eh.
wish.
That is our goal.
When I bring 200 players over 40,
Okay,
guess what?
we are in our backyard. We are in our backyard. We hope to
Go
get there
hire
with a
Congo boys.
contingent of
Make them
nothing
play.
less than 60. We hope to get there with a contingent of nothing less than 60, and then bring home
Nimi,
both cups.
Nimi, do your
Come, man.
homework.
Would
Add 50 to our team.
So,
Kinetic,
Every,
I don't even understand why you're saying we.
officially,
You are
Invisible, I am renegading my contract with Invisible.
no how
I
you
I am
signed it,
back home. I'm back home with Colin.
but you signed a 3-year deal now. How can you
Yeah, I
just?
signed a 3-year deal, but along the way, Colin came calling.
yeah, he can
They,
opt out. He can opt out
they,
from the deal.
they understand that it is needed that we
That's
all join back
that
forces. And so I'm
that
back to Colin.
that's no. We need you to score that wonderful goal again. I think you had the goal of the
Yeah,
tournament last year in the over 40.
You see,
That,
you know the funny thing is, as perfect as Colin is, I can't make their team. I cannot make their team.
Oh man, guys, thank you for joining. Really, really appreciate. Thank you for joining. Looking forward to McKinney and Alliance. You're looking at winning the trophy, right? This year, you're going to win it.
Let's keep our finger crossed. Because the tone from Kinetic, people might not see it, sounds very intimidating, but
it's
trust me,
very intimidating.
we speak on the field. Trust me. I know
I like that.
like I said, no experience, but I will hold on to our 3 S's.
I like that.
We hold on to our
Michael,
3 S's. Kinetic, you know
Michael,
how far.
yes,
Michael.
sir. Yes, sir.
Look into the cameras, as I told Storm FC last year. Look into the cameras. Tell us where is Pan Afrique? Where should we be seeing Pan Afrique by Saturday?
We're definitely going to make it out of the group stages for sure. I think we're going to at least make it to the quarters.
This is the
At
quarters.
least, yes.
So you're looking into
genuine.
Okay, Mazi, look into the cameras. What are you telling the fans of Invisible Eagles that have been patient for a trophy? What are you telling them this year? Mazi is frozen. Kinetic, to you, to the fans, the management, players of Colin FC, Colin Stars, what are you telling them this year?
Watch out for the 5-man team. That 5-man admin from Colin right now, they are energized, they have vision, they are focused, and they are doing all the right things. And so nothing short of both trophies coming home is what they intend. That is what they have prophesied.
Okay, Mazi, back to you now.
Yeah.
To wrap it up, look into the camera. Talk to the fans of Invisible Eagles that have been worried about trophy. They send you guys out there. They want to win trophy. What are you telling the fans? What are you assuring them this year in McKinney?
Well, what I would say is let's keep on for our tournament to get a warm up. I think that's set up for
Yeah,
what
Mazi,
that the way
Mazi,
have this
Mazi,
step. Yeah.
Mazi, we're losing you. Network problem. We're losing you. It's so weird. The moment you want to talk about lifting trophy for Invisible, we have network issue. But but no problem, Mazi. Thank you guys very much. Looking forward to Makini, man. You all have a good day. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.